Welcome to jQuery video series, and this is number 84, and today we are going to look into the HTML function, but it's pretty simple, just like the text. Alright, so before I jump in, I'm assuming that you might be having a jQuery file with you, and you have also added the reference of that into your head section, and you have also written some basic JavaScript code in order to execute our jQuery instructions. Right, so let's look at the markup. What we have here, what we have is one h2 tag, and we have one more div tag, and within that we have two paragraphs. So this is one of the basic markup we have. So now let's talk about the HTML function. The use of HTML function is to get the HTML out of any element, and so let me uncomment this, and what I'm saying over here is this function helps me to take the HTML data out of any element. So first of all, I'm coming over here and I'm instructing jQuery, hey jQuery, find me this element. So jQuery quickly looks at this and jQuery says got it, and then it says HTML method. So what it does is it fetches the HTML within that. If you remember the text method which we have used in the past, it brings me the text, not the HTML. So this is going to pure give me the HTML. So if I run this thing now, so I'm going to get the HTML, right? So this is the HTML, and I'm sorry I didn't mention that once I get the HTML, I store it in the result variable, and then I do the alert. Okay, cool. Next, what I'm doing is, like I said, using the HTML function, I can get an HTML of any element. At the same time, I can set an HTML of any element whichever I want, right? So if I do this, I'm telling jQuery, hey, again, find this guy. So jQuery comes here and it says, okay, selected. Now I want you to set an HTML of HTML equal to this for this element. So jQuery does that. So over here you can see we have two paragraph tag, and once I run this thing, this complete thing is going to get destroyed, and then it is going to write the new HTML. So let's preview that in browser. Okay, so yep. So you can see I have the test here only, and if you remember previously we had, two things, two paragraphs, 2 and 3. So let's have a look. So you can see I have a div tag. Within that I have the paragraph tag, which is right here, and that's what we have instructed jQuery to do it. All right, so this is pretty cool. Now let's do the same for the text, and whoops, I'm sorry. Now let's do the same for the text and see the results. All right, so if I preview this in browser and I say view in browser, then you will see that this is simply nothing but a text. All right, so it's not considering this as an HTML, so it is keeping this as a test. So what happened is, what jQuery did is, jQuery first found this element, removed this complete thing, and replaced it with test. Ideally it should have been some HTML, but this is just a test. I'm just messing around, and I want you to do the same, for the other elements as well, and see the results. And if you get stuck up somewhere, then please let me know. I'll be happy to help you on the comment section. All right, so the HTML is very simple, using which you can get the HTML out of any element, and you can also set the HTML element as well. Right, so this is done, and I hope this helps. And up next we're going to start with the prepend function. I hope to see you there. So thank you for your time on this, and thank you for listening to me.